What's up everybody, how's it going? Got a quick video for you guys on a topic that is actually quite commonly asked about, and it's something I guess we all wonder about, and it's actually about feeling mentally tired. So there's physically tired, which we might cover in another video, and it's really common that GPs get a common presentation of a lot of people go in, they say they're tired all the time. There's a lot of physical reasons behind that which I'm not going to go into, but if you are experiencing tiredness, it may be a good idea to go and get checked by a doctor. But I'm talking about more of like a mentally fatigue or like a burnout type feeling. That's the best way of describing it. So there are mainly, I think, 5 reasons why you might actually end up feeling burnt out or just mentally drained. And so I'm going to go through them as quick as I can because we want to get through this. It's nighttime vlogs, 3 a.m. Let's go, 3 a.m. squad. So here we go. 5 things without further ado that are making you mentally tired or burned out. So the first thing that's draining your mental energy, and you might actually not feel like it's draining your mental energy, but it's not, it's just actually contributing to a lower state of mental energy. And that might be not doing enough of what you enjoy, okay? So far too often actually you hear something, oh, you're doing too much, calm it down. And this may be true, which I'm going to come on to a bit later. But one of the first things actually that's going to make you feel tired and burnt out is if you don't do a single thing in a day that you enjoy or at least look a little bit forward to. Whether that's a quick walk, whether that's a snack, whether that's watching something, it could be anything. But if you look through your day, you look through your routine, there's not a single thing you look forward to, that's probably a very big reason why you don't have a lot of enthusiasm, you don't have a lot of drive. So again, this might not be contributing to fatigue, but it might be detracting from your mental energy. So it's a big reason why you may be feeling tired all the time. And a great book I read once called Nothing You Don't Already Know by Alexander Den Hijja, he summed it up beautifully. He said, sometimes you feel tired not because you are doing too much, but because you're doing too little of what you enjoy. So I'll just leave you with that thought. Now, number 2 is the big one, which is doing too many things, okay? And I'm going to come on to a little bit more about this in number 3, but this can be quite obvious. So sometimes in life it's really hard and you do have to do a lot of things, which I'm going to come on to in point 3. But yeah, if you're doing too many things, if you're trying to maintain like a big social life, a big job life, career life, trying to maintain your health as well, you're trying to maintain a lot of different aspects. I'm not saying you should just ignore all of them, but I'm saying sometimes you do have to prioritize things. You do have to give different aspects more priority, more energy, more focus at different times of your life. If you're trying to maintain all of them at the same time, you are going to feel tired. So that's quite a no-brainer really. So that's number 2. Number 3 is actually, if you are doing a lot of things, which we will have to do now, it's actually sometimes switching tasks too often. So if you constantly rotate between tasks, actually that can cause you to feel more fatigued than if you were to do the same thing, same amount of things, but just do one thing at a time. And the reason is because when you focus on something, your mental energy is there, but when you switch from it, then you have to use even more energy to change. Like if you think about it like this, if a car's already moving, then it doesn't actually take much fuel economy. If you look at the miles per gallon, it's quite efficient, especially if you get into the higher gears. That's kind of equivalent of getting more into something. But if you have to change direction, if you have to stop and move again, the car ends up using more petrol. It has to rev more to build up speed and everything. So again, most people, some people, they can do this, but I'm saying in the vast majority of people, especially myself, I found if you do for whatever reason have to do a lot of things at one time in life, if you keep switching tasks a lot, you're just going to use up more energy. You're not going to be as focused, and you're just going to end up being more tired, okay? So that was number 3, and number 3 and number 2, they were kind of linked, but I thought they were good enough to be separate points, so there you go. Number 4 is not taking sufficient rest time. And what I mean by rest time is actually, I think sometimes we think, oh, I'm not getting enough rest, let me sleep the whole day. But that's not actually what rest means. Rest is also time. Well, that's one definition of rest for sure. But another definition of rest is actually time where you're just not having as much mental stimulation. And I feel like now we are in a very stimulated era in the sense that, there's entertainment all the time, click of your fingers, when people don't want to talk to each other, when they have nothing to say, instantly they just pull their phones out, we've all been guilty of it at times. It's just instant stimulation available all the time. And I think there's also this, it's good that we should strive to be productive as a society, but I feel like a lot of social media influencers and YouTubers as well, and maybe I'm guilty of it as well, we kind of encourage productivity a lot, but we encourage it so much that kind of we put down anything that could be seen as recreational, like, oh, why are you watching that show? Why are you watching people dating? Why don't you do something with your life, And yeah, you should be not wasting your life and everything, but sometimes you do need a time to just switch off, and that looks different for everyone. That could be reading a book, playing a video game, watching something, just sleeping, or just spending time online or something. But the thing is, as well, you have to be careful that your way of relaxing or de-stimulating isn't actually too stimulating, in the sense of, just being on social media all the time or something. Make sure it's something relaxing and just you can switch off to it. So that's another definition of rest, is time where you don't spend actively stimulating your mind. Like I said, there's this toxic productivity that everything needs to be productive all the time, no rest. Like, everything is all about money, everything is all about outcomes, and that's sometimes a way to think about things, and it's a good way of getting results, but it can really mentally drain you. And so you do need that time where you're resting, so you're sleeping, but you're also just resting your mental activity as well. So that's number 4. And number 5, this is a big one. I left it to the end. There's not really a lot I can say about it, but if you're having a big stress, a significant stress in your life, some trauma, someone passed away, a big breakup, are you moving house, these kinds of things, you lost your job, these kinds of things, they can mentally drain you over a long period of time, especially when they're ongoing issues. And yeah, the thing is, a lot of times you're going through those things, and so there's not really a lot, you can't just suddenly snap out of it or something like that, but that is also definitely going to contribute to your feeling of mental fatigue and tiredness, and just feeling drained all the time and burnt out. So just be aware of those things, and just know that obviously those things, that they're all aspects of being human, and that's part of human nature, is loss and everything. But just know that if you do need to seek professional help, you absolutely should, but that could be a reason why you're feeling mentally fatigued. So again, the 5 reasons are: you're not doing enough of things you enjoy, you're doing too many things, you may be doing too many things but switching tasks too often instead of just maintaining focus. Number 4 is that you don't have enough rest time, and number 5 is there could be a significant trauma or event going on in your life. So I hope these things help you identify why you might be feeling mentally tired or burnt out all the time, and I hope you can do something about that. I hope these tips helped. If they didn't, actually drop me a comment on why they didn't, and maybe you could actually talk about some things that helped you as well. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Just smash these like buttons, destroy the subscribe buttons. We just need to just hit it so hard so that it blows up, and then it goes viral, and then it just breaks the YouTube algorithm, and these videos just get more popularity, because I think people do need to talk about these things a little bit more. And if it's not me, and if these videos don't go popular, that's fine, but as long as people are talking about these things, that's the important thing. So yeah, take care, peace out guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, check out the links, and stay safe, take care.